Good morning, children. This is Venugopal for Little Hearts Publications with EVS Book 3, Lesson 2, Our Senses. In the previous class, we have learnt about the sense organs. So, the things that we are going to learn as a part of this lesson are written here. You can see what are our sense organs, and two important sense organs are mentioned there, eyes and ears. Then what are called hearing problems, then who are called physically challenged people. These are the things that we are going to learn as a part of this lesson, which are given there under learning objectives at the beginning of this lesson. Okay, children, let us start. I have eyes, I can see. With my ears, I can hear. I have a nose, I can smell. With my body, I can feel. And with my tongue, I can taste. So, earlier in the previous class, children, we discussed there are 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These sense organs perform the functions like so the functions that are performed by the sense organs are eyes, seeing, ears, to hear the sounds, nose, to smell or breathe, tongue is used to taste or to speak, skin helps us to feel. All these sensory organs help us to sense the world around us, feel the world around us. All these 5 organs, 5 sense organs, are sensory organs, they are also called. They help us to feel the world around us. For example, you take your eyes. Eyes help us to see the beautiful world around us. What can you see with your eyes? Can you tell some of the things that you can see with your eyes? Children, you can see the birds, the animals, flowers, their trees, and many more things around you. But can all the people see clearly? Some people cannot see the things properly or clearly. So when they cannot see the things properly or clearly, they should consult an eye specialist. An eye specialist is called an ophthalmologist. Those people who cannot see the things clearly or properly should consult a doctor, should get their eyes checked by a doctor who is called an eye specialist. And when you go to an eye specialist, he will check, examine your eyes, test your eyes, and then he will recommend that you have to wear glasses like this. When you wear the glasses according to your eyesight, the doctor will suggest you the type of glasses you can wear. This wearing of spectacles helps that particular person to see the things clearly. This is common nowadays. You see, most of the children, 80 to 90% of the children wear spectacles because their eyesight is not proper. And some people, instead of wearing spectacles, they wear contact lenses. They use contact lenses in the space of spectacles. What are called contact lenses? What are called contact lens? The lenses which can be pasted there on the black eyeball there inside your eye. That is called lens or contact lens. So an optician is a person who makes the required spectacles for us. Who should we go to when the doctor recommends spectacles for us? Who is the person who prepares the required spectacles for us? He is called an optician. That means you might have seen this optical shop where you can see many spectacles, varieties of eye frames, glass frames. So the person who prepares or who makes the spectacles is called an optician. Eyesight also becomes weak with age. Slowly, you might have seen your grandparents and parents wearing glasses. People, as they grow old, their eyesight becomes weaker and weaker. They cannot see the things properly, clearly, because their eyesight becomes weak due to the age, growing age. That's the reason why most of the old people wear eyeglasses like this. And sometimes you see, you might have seen the people who cannot see at all. People who cannot see at all are called blind people. People who cannot see at all are called blind people. They cannot see, but these blind people can read and write. How? They use their sense of touch. They use their sense of touch to feel the different patterns of raised dots to read and write. This system of reading and writing by feeling the different patterns of raised dots by the blind people is called Braille system. How can the blind people read and write? They may not be able to see, they cannot see at all, but they can read or write with the help of the patterns of raised dots, which is called Braille system. Because that system was invented by Louis Braille, a famous scientist. You can see that their Braille letters, how the dots are there, using those dots, by touching those dots, because they cannot see, they can only feel, by using the feel of touch, blind people will be able to read and write. So, children, if there are eyes, you just close your eyes. Can you see anything there around you? Not at all. So, you have to keep a good care of your eyes. You have to take a very good care of your eyes. Otherwise, you become blind, you cannot see the things clearly. So, whatever you want to enjoy, you cannot enjoy. Now, most of you are using mobile phones. You know, children, if you continue to use mobile phones, your eyesight will get affected. You will become soon blind. Do you want to become blind? No. So, be very careful. Don't use mobile phones too much and don't watch television too much, because there is a very chance that you become completely blind. That's the reason how to keep your eyes healthy. You should wash your eyes with cold water 2 or 3 times a day. Just pour some cold water there, close your eyes and pour some cold water, keep it closed for some time, and then like that you have to wash your eyes with cold water. Then another thing that you should not do is, you should never rub your eyes with dirty hands. If your hands are dirty, if there is mud there sticking to your hands, don't rub your eyes with those muddy hands. You just wash Whenever you want to touch any sense organ like eyes or ears or nose or mouth or tongue, wash your hands thoroughly. Otherwise, the dirt enters your eyes and your eyes will get affected. You will get eye diseases. Another important organ which helps us to feel the things around or feel the world around, they are ears. Ears are there, they help us to hear sounds. Now I am speaking. You are able to hear, right? Because you have ears, you are able to hear what I am saying. So, ears are the organs of hearing. That's what we can say. Ears are the organs of hearing. If you want to hear the things clearly, you must keep your ears also in good health. Sometimes, even if we are sleeping, sometimes we can hear the sounds coming out from the roadside like barking of dogs and the vehicles passing by, honking the horns there, repeatedly horns, chirping of birds. When the birds are flying there, when the birds start making different cries. And when the coins are thrown, when you throw the coins there on the ground, the tinkling noise that you can hear, all these things happen only when you have good hearing capacity. So all these sounds, whether they are soft or hard or loud or soft, are possible only with our ears. Sometimes the sounds which are damaging or which are unpleasant to hear, the sounds which are unpleasant for us to hear are called noises. What are the noise? What is the difference between sounds and noises? Whatever sounds we hear, we unexpectedly hear. Sometimes when the sounds are so harsh, so loud, which damage our ears, which are unpleasant, they are called noises. For example, loud whistles, then blaring loud speakers. When you nowadays people start using earphones or headphones that make people completely deaf. When you cannot hear properly, you are called a deaf person. So, how do you get hearing problems? Sometimes some people have hearing problems by birth. And some people get these hearing problems due to old age. So, such people who cannot hear the things properly, maybe because of by birth or maybe because of the age, they have to use some hearing aids. You can see the pictures of some hearing aids given in your textbook, page number 15, children. Those hearing aids help us to hear the noises or sounds loudly and clearly. And these hearing aids help those people who cannot hear the things properly because by birth they had a problem, hearing problem, or sometimes old people because of their age cannot hear the things properly. When they use these hearing aids, they can hear the sounds loudly and clearly. But some people, unfortunately, cannot hear at all any sounds. They are called deaf people. People who cannot hear any sounds are called deaf. Even if you use hearing aids also they cannot hear because by birth they have lost the capacity to hear. They are called deaf. So such people have to use a sign language to communicate with the others. Sign language means what? Showing like this. Because they cannot hear the things what you are saying. You can only, those people can only use sign language by pointing to different things with their other parts of the body, by signaling with their eyes or with their hands like this, pointing like this, they can communicate with the others. So, Children, if you are not able to hear, remember you cannot enjoy nice songs sung by your mother when you are a child, or anything that you are watching on television. You can only watch. If your ears are not good, you cannot enjoy the music coming from it. So you must keep your ears very healthy. Generally, how do you clean your ears? How do you clean your ears? Generally, people sometimes use matchsticks or hairpin to clean their ears. But we should not use these things. We have to use earbuds only, fresh earbuds to clean the ears. Okay, children? Now, before we conclude, there is one more point which is called physically challenged people. Who are called physically challenged people? That's what we are going to discuss as the last item in this lesson. Our body, or whatever we want, all these things are created by the God. So we should be thankful to the God that we have got all the body parts functioning properly. But some of the people, some of us are not lucky enough to have good health. Some people, particularly children or elderly people, or some people continuously suffer from different kinds of health problems. Some people cannot see, some people cannot hear, some people cannot speak. People who cannot see are called blind. People who cannot hear the noises are called deaf. People who cannot speak are called dumb or mute. Such people who cannot see, who cannot hear, or who cannot speak, these are called physically challenged people. We should not make fun of them. We should try to help them in every way possible. We should not be laughing at their physical handicap. We should be friendly with them, and we should be kind and sensitive to their needs. We should be able to help them in every way we can. So don't laugh at or don't make fun of the physically challenged people or the people who cannot see the things clearly, who cannot hear, who cannot speak. We don't laugh at them. Don't make fun of them. It's not a good thing, children. With that, we come to the end of this lesson. We have some exercises here under summative assessment. Pause. We have summative assessment exercises here. At the beginning, we have got to fill in the blanks with the words given in the box. The sensory organs help us to dash the world around us. What is that to be filled there in the blank? To sense the world around us. To sense. To sense means to feel. Blind people use dash to read and write. What do they use to read and write? Blind people? Braille script. Deaf people use dash to communicate. What do they use to communicate? Deaf people are the people who cannot hear. They use sign language to communicate. Never rub your eyes with dash hands, dirty hands. Don't rub your hands with eyes with dirty hands. We should be dash and dash physically challenged people. We should be kind and sensitive to the physically challenged people. We should be kind towards them. We should be sensitive towards their feelings. Now, let us discuss the answers for the given questions there under the bit B. Some questions are given there. What are called sense organs? Or what are sense organs? You see children, eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin are sense organs. What do blind people use for reading? They use Braille script to read. There is a system with raised dots. The blind people can feel those raised dots which help them to read the things properly. How can we take care of our ears? We should be taking care of our ears by cleaning our ears now and then with soft earbuds. We should not be using matchsticks or hairpins to clean our ears. Okay, children? Who are called physically challenged people? People who cannot see, people who cannot hear, people who cannot speak. Such people are called physically challenged people. Okay, children? The fifth question now. How can we help physically challenged people? How can we help them? In every way, we should try to help them in every way possible. We should be friendly with them. We should be kind and sensitive towards them. Okay, children? These are the answers for the questions given there. Now, tick the correct answer. One more point, two more points are there. Tick the correct answer. Which is the organ of touch? What is the organ which helps you to feel the things? Touch, that is skin. So, answer is A. You have to tick the box against A. What do people with weak eyesight wear? If you have weak eyesight, what do you wear? You wear spectacles. So, you have to tick A, the box against A. Which of these is unpleasant? Blaring loudspeakers is unpleasant. So, you have to tick the box against A. Now, match the following. Under column A, there are 4 sense organs names given and their functions are given there under column B. Let us match them. Eyes help us to sight, see the things. So, you have to write the word letter C there in the box against first one. Ears, hearing. Tongue for tasting. Skin for touch. With this, we come to the end of this lesson, children. All the answers or the key for these exercises will be sent to you through WhatsApp. Thank you.